We're going to play one more clip. We'll play a little bit about Russia and then the now famous, say something positive about each other. Go ahead.
Russia has decided that it's all in Syria, and they've also decided who they want to see become president of the United States, too, and it's not me. I've stood up to Russia. I've taken on Putin and others.
She talks tough against Russia, but our nuclear program has fallen way behind, and they've gone wild with their nuclear program. Not good.
Mr. Trump, let me repeat the question. If you were president, what would you do about Syria and the humanitarian crisis in Aleppo? And I want to remind you what your running mate said. He said provocations by Russia need to be met with American strength.
Okay. He and I haven't spoken, and I disagree. I disagree.
You disagree with your running mate?
I think we have to knock out ISIS.
Would either of you name one positive thing that you respect in one another?
I respect his children. His children are incredibly able and devoted, and I think that says a lot about Donald.
I will say this about Hillary. She doesn't quit. She doesn't give up. I respect that. I tell it like it is. But she does fight hard, and she doesn't quit, and she doesn't give up, and I consider that to be a very good trait.
All right, let's start with the Russia first. Russia has been, the Russian people and their satellite countries around them have fought with Islamic terrorism for centuries, okay? Centuries. And I grew up in the Reagan era. Communist Russia was the threat to us on the face of the earth, and I get it. But on this issue, a broken clock is right twice a day. And Putin wants to keep Assad in power. And I agree, and here's why. Look at Libya. Look at what happened in Libya. Hillary was a part of orchestrating taking Gaddafi down. Gaddafi went down. We enforced a no-fly zone over their country. He couldn't stop the rebels. They took him, they killed him, and now what? Now large portions of Libya are under total control of ISIS. The revenue from the oil there is going to ISIS. The training camps there, where they're training Islamic terrorists, are in full bloom. Because, why? Regime change. We didn't like Gaddafi. We want to get rid of him. Things are worse now. Things are worse there. And if you think that Assad could be taken from power and that it's then, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? What happened in Libya? ISIS sympathizers, radical Muslim jihadists are going to get control of the country. They are. And Russia is saying, we're not going to let that happen. We are not going to let that happen. Now, what I was surprised that Trump didn't say last night, because he said it before, is we're just going to cut an area out of Syria and say, here you go. We're going to protect this area. We're not going to let Assad kill them, and we're not going to let ISIS kill them. And people can go there. He didn't say that tonight. I'm not sure why. Or last night, rather. But all right, I'm almost out of time. All right, let's go to the end. I think that it was fairly easy to call what their positive statements were going to be about each other. Your kids are a great testimony, and you're still a fighter. And she is a fighter. That was glaring to me, that's what was going to be said by both of them. But friends, you might dislike either of them. You just might dislike Donald Trump. I'm asking you to remember what this election is about. It is about policy. It is about ISIS. It is about babies being murdered by abortion. It is about the sacrament of marriage. It is about Islam. It is about our right to defend ourselves. It's about trade deals to the south, trade deals with the Pacific Rim. It is about immigration and whether or not people will continue to pour across our southern border. That's what this election is about. So keep your eye on the ball. I look forward to the next time.